Yeah, there was cars right next to me, so I had to be quiet. But yeah, you know, life is full of all kinds of people. So like one day you'll find 1 billion people at wherever I am with never enough judgmental or shit to talk. Then one day you'll find a bunch of people where I am and they can't figure out or bond with or talk about how real I am in the power of God for hours. And then. So, the ones that need to know whether you're real, find your powers, and learn all about everything, they will. And they'll keep fighting and fighting to learn all about my powers, everything that's real, and keep going in that direction. And everybody who has to find a reason to hate you or judge you all day, they will always find something. Every which side, they will always find whatever it is they're working so hard to find or look for or be. So it's like, you don't have to really care. Like, life will just find its way through. People will always make their own sense of everything and anything. And life will always go the way it wants. But, yeah, is there husbands that are already trying to help countries and they're that amazing? Well, yeah. Is there husbands that are already drowning in my death? Wouldn't leave my side like weird zombies forever? Yeah. Is there a little bit of all kinds of things? Yeah. But I think they don't like it. Thus was the nighttime television of conversation about me. In the conversations about me, I'm old and ugly and should not act appealing. I was like, well, I don't know if I act appealing or act attractive. I didn't realize I ever did that, but I do have husbands that have drowned in my death, are excessively smart, dead, and powerful within my powerful death, and are highly amazing and impressive and powerful, and wouldn't leave my side for a second for any reason. But do they love me the way Mary Magdalene loved Jesus when he seemed like nothing? Mary Magdalene loved Jesus when he wasn't working miracles and was just some weird camping out hobo looking guy. Mary Magdalene loved Jesus when he was on the cross, and I guarantee you didn't even know it was Jesus. He was all beat up and beat on and swelly and dying, and it was horrible. And Mary Magdalene always still loved him. In poverty, in death, when he did have miracles or wealth, but she didn't care any which way. So you're right. Is there somebody like that out there? Well, time will put them wherever they wanted to be. So you're right. Today, are they drowning in my death because they want to be a nun equivalent? Are they drowning in my death to just be a powerful, giant, unbeatable? Are they drowning in my powers to understand invincibility and whether they want to be those things? Are they drowning in my death and powers to bond with certain life and death gods throughout history? Are they bonding in my death and see how this could go on forever? My death is just the power of the death of the reality of a powerful, smart giant that created everything ever known. They could be bonding with anything, to relate to anything, to build power into anything, to build my death within their bionics into whatever they dream, believe, push, or feel like is the most massive things they want to be. But is there an ultimate boy that would ever care? Well, that would be the only one you'd care about back, but who knows? But see, you'd fuck with their brains and fuck with their brains and fuck with their brains because you don't want anyone to be like that because you told them that's the answer. That's cheating the system. So you'd fuck with their brains because you're still just looking for the real, honest answer in every soul of everything in existence that takes them to where they really belong and says what's really true and real. So I'm just gonna keep going. But yeah, do you watch the TV program about their brains all against you constantly? Yeah. Do you watch the TV program of brains that know how real you are all the time now? Yeah. Do you watch the TV program? And it's weird. It's weird that, like I just said, piles will talk crap all day, and then piles will worship you all day, and then this and that. And they're getting to where they want to pray constantly for the kids to be superheroes, for the kids to be super smart, for their car to smell like a certain smell, because they're learning that they can put like a smoky, woodsy smell in their car, and the power god will keep it perfect. And as long as they're worthy, they're finding out all kinds of stuff when they want to find out anything real or true. And they're finding out real and true categories that matter to them. And then when they're just bad, they're just bad and want to just be hateful. Or when they just want to be the hate, breathe the whatever, then they do. And then there's the 666. The 666 are always on a mission to get everything to hate God and hate on overload and do bad things. And some people give into it and end up screwed. And learning what it's like to join with the overly monumental, dead beyond all death 666ers. Life is just full of choice, and people pick from whatever choices, and it just magically leads them. It's like every choice they make is a little reality that forms a little spiritual bubble around them. So their every choice makes a spiritual bubble that takes them ultimately overall where they need to go.